So in the process, I had to learn how to discipline him. Like I said earlier, he told me one day, "Mommy, please stop beating me. Talk to me. I'll listen to you." I was disciplining him too much. Like it was as if no, I was. It got to a point that if I call his name, he will shake like this. And I had an experience like that growing up too, because of fear. And I knew how it felt. So I had to learn to balance my friendship with him and balance the discipline in. Like, I didn't want him to be scared of me because at the end of the day, most of us that get bad in the world today is because of fear of opening up to anybody. You understand? That's why we get bad like that, because you do your shit. Peer pressure will let you go through some stuff and all that. But you'll be so scared to talk to anybody about it. And so at the end of the day, you find out that you're doing stuff without telling anyone because you are scared of opening up. So I had to learn to balance all that. The thing about it is that children are very smart. They are emotionally manipulative. You understand? And my son does that to me all the time, actually. He manipulates me a lot. But I had to learn, you know, to balance it, to make him know that manipulation was not the right thing. Because if you allow him to grow that manipulation, it will turn to something else at the end of the day. I had to also learn to help my son not to be negative. Like, I know we don't talk about his dad all the time and all that, but I didn't bring in, oh, your father is bad, your father is this, your father is a useless man, is this. No, I didn't bring all that stuff, because those were the seeds that I would have planted, into his head that would bring him negativity. And that's why, like I said earlier, you see men going into marriages and they don't have love in their heart. Another thing I always do was, even if we like, let me and him tell ourselves we love each other for the next 1 hour. No, we don't care. Do you understand? Because yes, I want him to grow in love. I want him to know that he's loved constantly, so that by the time he's going into his own marriage, when he is old and matured enough, he would know that it is love that conquers all at the end of the day. So these are some things that I had to experience and all that. It gave me strength too. That's the truth, because me, I've not always been a strong person, but it made me grow very, very strong. I had to focus. I had to focus because I knew that if I didn't focus, I was disappointing someone who was at home waiting for me. Another thing I noticed about my son being with me alone was that he became responsible. Responsible in the sense that my son wants to work, because he knows that I didn't need to tell him that, but he just knows anytime I'm washing or anything, say, "Mommy, I want to wash with you. Mommy, I want to clean with you. Mommy, I want to help you cook. Because I feel like I feel like maybe he was pitying me. That's how I felt though, but I doubt. I don't know, Sha, but whatever it is, I just know that it makes my child he understood what responsibility was, because he was seeing his mother being responsible towards taking care of him. Then another thing is me, I didn't go through divorce. I just didn't marry. So another thing that the relationship that brought about the child cost me a lot of pain. Like, I was really hurt and pained, but at the end of the day, I had to push it behind my back, so that it will not affect my child in the future. Then I became very cautious of partners. Even my son is too. He's very cautious of when he sees me with someone. He asks me questions sometimes. Like, recently, he saw a picture with me and a friend, and he was like, "Mommy, who is that person?" He's very, very cautious about when he sees me with people. And even when he sees me talking to him, he say, "Mommy, I want to talk to your friend. Mommy, I want to meet your friend. I want to see your friend." And I know why he's doing it, and I don't have a problem with it, because at the end of the day, who I'm going to end up with would actually become his friend too, and his father at some point. So my son and I, we also share this bond. We share a friendship, that is very strong. It's a strong bond. We communicate with each other. We are supportive of each other. And sometimes when I don't, like recently, there was one time, let me just reveal my secret here. That day I didn't have money to buy provisions for him. I said, what will I do now? I thought and thought and that. Then I called him and I said, "Josh, sit down." I said, "Do you know that mommy does not have money to buy provisions?" He did like this. I said, "Please don't be angry, yeah? I'll buy for you when I have, okay? I promise, okay?" And he said, "Okay." So you see, because I'm being open with him and he's being open with me, we are supportive of each other, and all that. And I realized that even though I work Monday to Fridays, there was a period I was working 2-4-7 every Monday to Sunday. Those times I didn't even see him for 1 week, 2 weeks, because by the time I get home, he's asleep. But I was lucky to have someone who helps me with him. you know. But Sundays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I devote my time to him. We spend time doing stuff together to create a bond. Sometimes we end up watching movies, we watch together, we clean my room together, we cook together too. You know, sometimes we just sit down and gist and play, tickle each other and the rest. And all this started creating a bond for us. You know, we do our chores together and all that. But in all of this, at the end of the day, it's just been God. You know, there have been friends. Kudos to all my friends. God bless you, who have been there for me, supporting me as a single mom. I am truly, truly grateful. Without you guys, I don't know how I would have done it. I have friends who have called me, spoken to me, talked to me, supported me financially in their words. And I've also had friends who ran away from me. Yes, that's one of the first things that in fact, that was the part that even hurt me the most. Like, I didn't know that coming out as a single mom or letting one or two of my friends know I was a single mom was going to chase them away from me. And it's a good thing because it helped me filter those people, you know. I filtered them and I realized that they were actually never truly my friends. For those who did that to me, I still love you guys. I wish that we could still be friends, but you guys decided that I'm a plague. Wow. Don't mind me. That's a joke, though. I don't care whatever anybody thinks, actually. But all I just know is that I'm happy being with my son, and that's it. That's it. I decided to talk about single motherhood yesterday night, and I was like, Sandra, do you think that bearing out your emotions, you that you like to cry, or you cry easily rather, do you think that when you come out talk about single motherhood, you will not cry? So I'm even excited. I'm shocked at myself that I'm actually not even shedding a tear, because I already pictured myself this morning that I was going to cry when I'm talking about single motherhood, because I know the experiences I had. You will go through tribulations, you will go through so many things. In fact, you will meet guys, you will meet as a single mother, you meet matured guys that want to date you, but the minute they find out you're a single mom, oh my goodness, they'll just treat you like you're nobody, and no woman wants to be treated that way, you know. I have taken cautious care of making sure that my child's emotions are right. He's growing in love, and that is what everybody should try to do. Even as a single parent, as a home, even as a child that is coming from a home with a father and a mother, they should learn to to let their child grow in love, because that's the most important thing. If a child goes out tomorrow, that love that you have for that child is what will keep the child from doing some things, or that love that the child has for you is what will keep the child from doing. Personally, there are some things that I did before I became a mother, you know. They still faced me later on again, like some habits and peer pressure habits and the rest that came to face me again after I had given birth to my child. But you know, the love I had for my son did not let me even think of attempting it anymore. There are sometimes, even when I hang out with my friends, I go out, like you all know, I'm a person that likes to go out. If I go out and hang out, my son is just at the back of my head, and I'm like, I can't wait to go home. I want to go home. But if I was single, I would have wanted to even stay there for a while and all that. But I always end up going back home, because I know that the love for my son is stronger than staying outside for too long, you know. So basically, single motherhood is not it's not a thing that we should how do I put it, stigmatize people. Yes, that's the word, stigmatize. A lot of what we single mothers were stigmatized, but thank God that things are getting better, you know. People are not so stigmatized like they used to be. There was even a time I was stigmatized in church, you know. I was stigmatized in church, yeah, but I thank God that I am stronger than I used to be. You can't even come and mock me that I'm a single mom. That's the truth. I will, before you even mock me, I will tell you I'm a single mom. What do you want to do? You know? So basically, that's all I have to talk about. I hope this helps someone out there. Oh. I hope it does. I hope it does. Because single motherhood is sweet too. And I intend to still get married one day by the grace of God. But for now, I'm enjoying myself being a single mom and having fun. Because I noticed one of the major things that I'm actually happy about is, because I'm kind of emotional and I wanted to stick with someone, you know, and like I wanted to stick with someone. It was afterwards that I realized that the reason why I always wanted to be with somebody was because I didn't have my self-worth and I didn't have confidence in myself as a single person. You understand? But when I now gave birth and I had to be on my own, I wasn't, this time around now, I wasn't falling on my son for that love or attention or that sticking that I was looking for in a guy. This time around, I had to learn to be strong on my own. So even when a guy comes to me now and is trying to get a date with me and all that, I am very, very critical in my analysis. Rather, I'm always critical. I analyze that person before, because I know I'm not in a hurry. You understand? I'm not in a hurry, because when you taste it, that's when you know how it feels. If not because I'm a single mom, I probably would have gotten married to someone I'll be jumping out of. But because I'm a single mom, I know that I'm not in a hurry anymore. So I'm taking my time now to choose the right person that I want to be with, because I feel that nobody should just come and pressure me. I have a child now, so you cannot pressure me to come and just enter a man's house like that. So, but all in all, it's been cool. I hope this helps someone again. Like I said, please don't forget to like us. Don't forget to share our posts and our videos, and subscribe to our YouTube page at thesandyoganksplug. Like I always say, this is a raw, uncut, and relatable place. A place where you can, it's not actually a blog per se, because a lot of people have been sending me messages and saying, motivational speaker, you have a blog. And I said, no, I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm not a motivational speaker, and rather, this is not a blog. It's just a place of solace. It's a place where people can come and listen to what I have to say, and then they can relate and be like, this is nice, and they can use it for their own selves. It's not a motivational speaking video, whatever outfit or whatever it is that I'm doing. This is just to motivate people out there, not in that form. You understand? It's just most of what I talk about is about things I have experienced, and I'm talking from my pain points. And if you remember from yesterday's video, when we were talking about discovering yourselves, I told you, I said one of the steps to discovering yourself is knowing where your pain point is. If you know where your pain point is, you've discovered yourself. I realized that one of my pain points is that I wanted to tell people the things I've experienced so that they can also avoid it. Do you understand? So that they can see where I was coming from. You don't even need to experience that kind of experience before you even watch my video. You just make common sense to you and be like, oh, this thing actually happens to people, and then you can now pick out your own pain point. So this is my own pain point. My pain point is not that my pain point is being a single mom. My pain points are the things that I've been experiencing being a single mom, that I told, like people abandoning me, one or two friends talking to me. And I actually met two guys who told me, take this boy back so that we can date. And I said, no, I will not do that. So many things. Then apart from that too, I had to meet relationships where they had to bully me and want to turn the bullying to my child, and I cut off because that's not what I wanted to. So there are so many things that's what I'm saying. Now these are my pain points. These or rather are the pain points I experienced trying to be a single mom. So I bear it out too, to you guys, so that you can actually relate with it. So I'm very, very grateful if you've been following so far. Thank you so much. Please don't be upset with us that we're still picking and all that, but we're going to get better. That's the truth. We're going to get better. So please just keep following us, helping us. If you have any experiences you want to talk about with us, I'll read it out here. You could just send or post it, please. If you also have any suggestions to make this better for me, I wouldn't mind. They said two heads are better than one. So I look forward. My phone number is 09031525045. Please call or send messages only if you have things you want to discuss with me concerning moving this plug bed in a better place to a better place, or you just want to share your experience on life so that we can read it out to others so that they can learn from it. Thank you very much. And please don't forget to follow us on Instagram too. Thank you.